Hello everyone and welcome back to Tokyo on Fire. It is January 31st, 2017. It's been a while since we've had an episode, and welcome back, Michael Cucek.
It's great to be back. It's great to start a new year, and wow, we have a lot to talk about.
A lot has happened. We've been off the air for about 2 months. This is our first episode of the year. A lot has happened since then. In particular, Koike Yuriko, the governor of Tokyo, has been on fire.
I have to admit, I got her completely wrong. I thought that she would be just like a fireworks that goes up and it explodes, and that's it. Mm-hmm. She has a sustained movement behind her. Her juku, which looked like a vanity project, has turned out, well, first it has 4,000 plus members.
Her juku is a school for generating budding young politicians.
That's right. It attracts from all over the country people who think that she has got the answer to get into politics. Mm-hmm. And anywhere there are the main parties, and they have recruitment. But so much of it is gummed up by, in the LDP, hereditary members, right, or persons who have the organized corporate vote behind them.
People are up to here, and she's come up with a combination of vision for people just like you and me joining into the political process.
And she's opened that door, and a flood of people have come in. Mm-hmm. She had an examination. It was a test of your political viability. 1,600 people came to take it, and 300 got the okay. You pass. And
it's a bit of a vetting, isn't it?
It's a vetting, but it's also in order to make sure that they're ideologically along with her. Mm-hmm. And boy, this is working out great for her.
Right. Not so much for the LDP, though, right?
The whole thing is that she is still a member. Yes. Of the LDP.
Amazing, isn't it?
She ran against the LDP's candidate in the governor's race, and now she's starting her own party to run against the LDP members in the Tokyo Assembly. Right. That's crazy.
There are 23 wards in Tokyo. One of the wards, the ward that we are in now, Chiyoda, is going through a mayoral election right now. She is sponsoring her candidate, and the LDP is sponsoring their candidate.
And she's running again against the LDP while still a member. What it is, maybe that's it, but what it is she has with Abe, what connection she has there, that there's got to be something more there. He sees that and understands that perhaps she's fighting on the same side. They're both members of the Nippon Kaigi, and prominent members of that organization. And, as a fellow reformist conservative, he's willing to have the party put up with a lot of things. Now, it's true that, she's been a butterfly. She's jumped in and out of parties all through her history. But then again, the same is true with the Secretary General of the LDP now. People don't make a big deal about it, but Nikai he's been jumping in parallel with her. And so that the head of the LDP on the national level is himself, he's not a lifer. He's a butterfly too. And so there's this weird dynamic between all the leaders that completely ignores the rank and file.
Right. We've said this before, that of political individuals in Tokyo, the governor of Tokyo is probably the most powerful single individual, more powerful than the prime minister, because he has to respond to a cabinet, and it's a parliamentary system, whereas the governor of Tokyo does not.
She's basically a dictator.
Right.
And the assembly can either all be rising when she comes in, or she's at war with them.
Right. And she is at war, isn't she?
She is at war, and the thing is, this is a system, in the parliamentary system, if the Diet is at war with the cabinet, it has a no-confidence motion, and the cabinet's gone. And a new prime minister is chosen, and a new cabinet is formed. There's that sword over every prime minister. Right. It's not the case in the governor.
Right.
If they do a no confidence motion against the governor, they all lose their places. They have to have a general election for the assembly as well as for the governor.
Right.
So it's a suicide pact, and she's just taking that and running with it.
It's so difficult to get on her calendar these days because she is so focused on the July 2 elections of the 127 members.
Now, it's not like she has anything else to do.
Right.
She doesn't have any problems with the move of Tsukiji to Toyosu, with all that's going on. She has nothing. There's nothing that's going wrong with the Olympics. It's not like she's. And then she's taking on this huge political bet And wow, it's working out.
No, I really like what she's doing. We follow her very closely, and she's making a huge impact on Tokyo politics.
Yeah, but before we sign out on that, let's try and make sure that everyone understands. This is about municipal elections that are for the assembly in July.
Right. And the LDP, the competition between the LDP and national politics and the LDP inside the Tokyo politics, and who's paying for the Olympics. And I mean, it's just such a rich mix.
But also, she's playing off the old Koizumi line that we're going against the corrupt forces of resistance that are against reform. And she's doing it against not the National Party. She doesn't want a war with the National Party. She's still a member of it. But she's warring with these old-time, they're cronies. They get to fiddle with the budget a little bit.
They get to do a little bit of this.
The money goes in, the money goes out, and no one asks any questions because everybody's happy. And she's bringing to them discipline. And you will listen to what I have to say, and you will answer to her slogan is
Tomin first.
Tomin first. The people of Tokyo are first, not you guys, which is the implication. And it's a great political fight. It's got great PR value, and it looks like she's going to take it to them.
So who would have thought that she would have gone after those bigwigs that have actually been controlling Tokyo politics for the last 20 or 30 years?
Well, I certainly blew it. I thought she would bail on the first collision with them, but no, she just keeps butting heads.
No, that is scary, and some could say it's even dangerous because a lot of deals were made. People don't know what happened to the money. She's coming in and she's saying, I'm looking at the numbers. They don't match up. You were the person that was responsible. What happened to the money?
They suddenly become extremely aged and feeble when when you ask them, oh, I don't remember, I can't recall. It wasn't. I've been retired for a long time. I just want to go to my golf game. Whatever. They suddenly lose all of their virility because it's guys. It's not. There are no women who are implicated in this. It's an old boys club that has run the municipal assembly.
She's cleaning house. We have elections for the Tokyo government on July 2nd. Leading up to that, there's going to be a lot of bruising and scraping.
Well, she has, as we said, she has this aspect of having also to manage this fight with the International Olympic Committee.
Has she started this party yet? The Tomin First Party?
She hasn't started the party, but the members of the assembly who were LDP have applied to make themselves their own caucus, and those folks will immediately merge to whatever she comes up with.
But the LDP has a significant majority in the Tokyo government.
Yes, but it has always ruled, and it's gotten its people elected thanks to an alliance with a party we should talk about.
Right. You're absolutely right there, Michael. A lot is going on. We're going to continue to watch this. Please stay tuned.